absence, give him nothing but honor and glory. He taught me. 23 years, he taught me about faith. He taught me how to stand on his word. He taught me how to take a vow and decree. He taught me those things. August, I went on a trip. I really couldn't afford it, but my sister needed me. Sister Connie said, come on, Sister B, we got to go. I said, well, Lord, where we get this money from? So I spoke. I said, I need about $400. I put the word out there. I did get the $400 for spending money. Came home 8-9 days later, had a $1,700 electric bill. I've been struggling with this air conditioner. I've been in my home 19, almost 20 years, as old as Troy and Trevante is. And I said, why does this air conditioner keep costing me so much money? But it kept increasing the price of the electric kept going up because we kept running it to try to cool the house for the grandbabies and when Brittany and her family come over. I said, Lord, I don't know what we're going to do. When I got back in town, there was a shut-off notice. My husband said, well, babe, I put $250 on it. We just going to have to bite it off like that. Got up Monday morning, got in town. I went somewhere called La Heat. I said, okay, I'm going to go. I called the electric company. I said, why the bill so high? She said, let me take this number down, Miss Mitchell. And I called them, and they gave me the number, and I made an appointment to go to see if I can get some help. A week later, I got the letter saying, no, ma'am. Your husband make too much money. I said, well, where is it? All the bills are being, everything, the money he makes it be, thank God for my husband. 31 years he's taking care of me. 31 years. Faithful man of God. Oh, yes, I saw this. I said, well, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. The letter came. So while I was taking a class, a 20-minute class, in the back of the package it had, do you want your home to be weatherized? Weatherization programs. So I put the application in. Right after I got the letter, somebody rang my doorbell the next week, the decline letter. He said, we hear from the state of California, we want to you put your application in and we want to come and check your home out. They went through my whole home, it took about 8 hours. They went through the windows, I got a 2-story, they went through the back doors, the garages and everything, they checked everything. They said, well, Miss Mitchell, your air conditioner ain't running right. I said, I just put $1,100 into that big unit. It ain't running right. He said, we're going to get some people to come out and help you. I said, well, I ain't got much money. What we going to do? How much it going to cost? He said, just sign right here. 3 days later, they came in, when I say nobody but God. They pulled out their big trucks, 2 trucks of them, and they brought brand new air conditioners, brand new water heaters, brand new furnaces. They went and changed all my light bulbs, all my fancy light bulbs, and they gave me all carbon dioxide units and put it all on the walls upstairs. They gave Troy and Trevante fancy, big old, tall, fluorescent lights for their room. They knew my voice was in there. And I said, well, God, when the man got through, it took him about 9-10 hours all day. I was just sitting here praying, now how did I get qualified for all this free stuff and we couldn't get assistance with the electric bill? And I said, just don't add up, God, just don't add up. So he turned around, the man turned around and he said, sign on this dotted line. I said, I don't have to pay nothing? He said, nothing. My house is freezing now. My electric bill is going down. $1,700 bill, we still fighting off it. So they come in and say, we're going to come in and check and make sure, analyze everything. We're going to send the city of Corona out to make sure they install all that new stuff. I asked the lady over the phone, I said, I want to ask a question. How did I get qualified for all these like $12,000, $15,000 worth of gadgets? I saw it come out the box and they took all the old stuff. She said, well, go back and put another application in. I went back the next week, put another application in. I said, because I have my grandbabies all day long here sometimes, weeks at a time when they nanny go back to college. Put the application in, I got a letter 3 days later. They said, we're going to give you $1,000 on that bill. By that time, we had got it down. I said, this ain't nobody but God, you guys. I come in here sometimes, Elaine said it broke me up. I don't have enough gas sometimes to make it back home. But I know I got to get to the house of God to hear a word. You understand? To pay the tithes of the $80 that I get every week from my husband for allowance. I have to pay something because I believe I can't do nothing but to give God the little I have, so every need can be met in my house. I turned around and Sister Monique called me and said, I need another car. My husband got $250,000, Troy car acting up. I saw the man in Huntington Beach with Brittany last week and he had a big truck. I said, oh, that's a nice big truck. He said, all we want is $19.50. I told Sister Monique, $19.50, Monique, you think that's a good deal? Pull it up. She said, ain't nobody got no money for no car. Troy need $8,500 to stay in school next week. I said, Troy Jr.? $8,500. He finally came 2 days before the final notice to get kicked out of college. I said, that's you ain't God business. That's you ain't God business, Troy. I said, I said, let me tell you about the faith pastor taught us. I said, you walk on it, Troy. I said, you go to that school and you walk to the dean's room and you say, this is what I need. You got good grades. I said, you sing in that choir. I said, then go to the music director. Troy said, yes, ma'am, mama. He did exactly what I told him on a Wednesday. He walked in the dean's room and they looked at his grades and they said, we're going to give you $4,000 here, Troy. We're going to give you some grant money. We got to pay it back, Troy. We got to pay it back. Then he said, I said, now make an appointment with the director, the big director of the college. Make an appointment because I knew I don't have $8,500. I'm not working. This man can't do it. He's paying the mortgage. So Troy went to make an appointment, walked in the next day to sit down with the dean of music. He shook Troy by the hand and he said, sit down, Troy. He said, Troy, by that time they had to close all his classes off that morning, I guess the midnight time. He said, Troy, I heard about you. I heard about your financial situation. Troy said, what? No, he said, did you see what we did for you last night? Troy said, no, sir. He said, you didn't see what we did for you last night? Troy said, no. He said, we put $6,000 on your tuition. Hallelujah. $4,000 the day before, $6,000 the next day. When you see him jumping and shouting and turning and celebrating God, he knows where his source is. He knows, he understands it. $6,000 he got an overage for next semester. That's the God we serve, saints. That's the God we serve. I wasn't shocked. I'm walking with him in God's business. He went to get the money. So when we pay our tithes and we take these vows, what did Proverbs say? What did Malachi say? You don't have to keep telling us. You don't have to keep telling us. Get it, guys. Get the key. Get the vision. What could God not do for people like us? Amen. He got it all. He got it all. We don't have to be not sleeping at night, and I sleep every night. Nobody but him. Hallelujah. Come on, lift up your hands and just say thank you, Lord. I don't know about you, but I love and rejoice when I hear testimonies of how God blesses his people.